So, as a general rule, for the most part, if you don't bother me, I won't bother you, I'll simply leave you alone. That, of course, can change if you intentionally chip away at planets by taking a gun here and there, or over time, attack random ships that I may leave at certain places. All in all, it's going to be a very bad day for you if you attack me or anybody else within Prometheus. This is going to be, I'd say, it's not a small, I would say a medium-sized battle. And really, just a small indication as to what happens when you screw with Prometheus, and in particular, screw with me. So right now, I don't have everything on the map that I need in order to do the maximum amount of damage. At the top right hand corner at the minimap, you can see that there's a few red blotches there. Well, there's an alliance up at the top middle there. They're in the process of trying to take a planet. Well, in turn, they also chip away at the guns that I have on my surrounding planets just to see if I, do anything or not, if I rebuild the guns. If I rebuild the guns, they will sometimes leave them alone, or they know I'm not particularly active there. And if I rebuild the guns, or if I don't rebuild the guns, they'll know it's pretty much a license for them to attack. Well, like I said, I don't take too kindly to people trying to take away guns from my planets. Now, as you just saw there was a detector. Rick had to get his Rabos out of the way really quickly, otherwise this surprise attack wouldn't have been a surprise attack. We can't let on that we want to take out as much as humanly possible from their pile there. So in order to do this properly, we really need three ship types in particular. One, we need Rabos. The reason why we need those is because of their speed. You need them to overtake and overpower the different ships of the different speeds that you may be going after. In particular here, I want their Carls. I want them dead. I want them obliterated. It gives me warm fuzzies in my heart. So not only do I want their Carls gone, I want all of their fodder gone, or at least as much of that fodder as humanly possible. Then I want their ammunition gone. I want to cost them as much as I possibly can, so it makes them think twice about taking even one gun from one of my planets again. See, I don't play fair. You attack one gun, you take one gun, I will take everything that I possibly can. These fellas are about to find that out very quickly here. So I'm lighting them up just enough to make sure that we still have everything there. We don't want to go into an attack and potentially put our ships at risk without the enemy actually being there. It's a cost-benefit scenario. It's a risk-reward scenario. You don't want to risk your assets unless you're going to come out on top, or at least have a calculated high probability of coming in on top. And that's what I'm doing here. So right now I brought MAU into the map. What the MAU is going to do, being a bomber class of ship, it's going to divert all of the guns on all of the planets so I can run my Rabos over top of them and destroy everything as much as humanly possible, as quickly as possible. So Now that I have gathered all of the Rabos that I'm going to use on this particular map in one area, I'm going to start sending them in, or at least I'm going to stage them. Alright, now they are staged up near the wormhole up there, kind of at the top right hand corner of the map. Right now I'm starting to move them down. I kind of want to get a feel. You see, for me, if this was me and someone was going to attack me, I would have found their ships already, because I would have had Rabos stationed all along here to make sure that there was nothing coming in for an attack. That's a surefire way of losing your assets. Each asset is an expense. It's time. It's titanium. It's money. You don't want to lose them if you don't have to. By using all of this MAU, we are mitigating the chances of A, the Rabos being destroyed, and B, we are lessening the chances of other ships targeting our Rabos. And the reason for that is there's a larger quantity of ships with the MAU for another target to log on to. So in essence, we're making the capital ships smaller in the eyes of ships that would fire back. That's one of the strategies you can use if you go to do this to another player. Now, you're going to see here really quickly that they actually end up finding our ships. Not a whole lot, mind you. You're going to find them right about here. Alright, so there's 3 of them. They just found us, so now that we are found out, we have to move in quickly. We cannot wait anymore to stage. So Rick there, he's taking care of those 3 Rabos in the back. Me, I'm going for the meat and potatoes of everything. I want those Carls. I want everything that I can possibly get. Carl number 2, 3 down. Carl 4 is down. Now I'm going on to the Carls on the left-hand side there that they tried to save. Carl 5 is down. Carl 6 is down. Carl 7 is down. Carl 8 is down. 9. I'm about to nail that 10th Carl there. Excellent. But you see, you know what? Me being me, I'm not content with just the Carls getting nailed. I want everything else. I'm greedy. Oh, yeah, there's another Carl. It's gonna get blown up. That detector ship right there, I don't like the way it looks. Its body parts are going to adorn my walls. Now, all the capital ships are gone. So, everything that's left, it's too much of a risk for me to keep over a planet. It's not worth risking my Rabos. So, what I do is I draw them. What I do is I draw everything else that's on the planet, hoping that they follow, and these guys do because they have revenge on the mind. They're not thinking tactically or strategically. So they have revenge on the line. So they bring everything else, and even though it doesn't do much damage to a Rabo, and I'm just going to leave my Rabos there, same with Rick, and we're just going to keep firing at everything that they bring at us. Now, when the Rabos start to get too low, that one at 15% in particular, I sent that out of the battle. I just leave everything else in there. Whence do not do much damage to Rabos unless there is an ungodly amount of them. The POLAs that you see there, you could have 10,000 of them. They won't do anything. Now you see, they're starting to bring in some of their own Rabos to try to destroy us. But their problem is, because they have so many ships there, it's very difficult for them to actually target our Rabos, which leaves me time to go in there and specifically pick off the one that is attacking us. And now I'm just going to keep sitting here destroying everything that they throw at us. Keep in mind, everything that you're seeing here, at least on their end, it takes hours and hours and hours to make this. This is probably... I'm not talking the Carls, I'm talking just the fodder alone and the ammunition. This is probably at least 30 hours of production. So we've set them back quite a bit. Oh, no, there's a detect there. I don't like the way it looks. It's gotta go. I got away from this with just a few scrapes. I didn't lose any Rabos at all. But all right, now you're seeing they're bringing in more fodder, and they're actually throwing in Aquin there. If I'm not careful, those Aquin will rack up damage, believe it or not, very, very quickly against those Rabos. So I need to get rid of them, and I need to get rid of them very quickly. And now it's just a waiting game. Now we're just sitting here, hoping that, you know, they keep sending stuff in. I don't know why they just kept sending stuff in. It's an entire waste for them. They don't gain anything whatsoever. There is no gain for them. So everything just keeps getting obliterated. Now, these POLAS, it takes a ridiculous amount of time to make them. For the most part, they are entirely pointless. Now, he's got another Rabo there that he's trying to pick off, but you see, the mistake that he's making is he's not trying to pick it off from one of the outer Rabos. He's trying to pick off the one that has several of their groups around. It's very difficult to target, and boom! See, he couldn't get it out of the way quick enough, and I just blew it up. Their suffering and destruction brings warm fuzzies to my heart. And that is a job well done, not a single loss on our end. Actually, you know what? I take that back. It looks like Rick lost one Rabo. But if you're talking about a cost-benefit ratio or a wins-losses, we overtook them significantly. They lost quite a lot. Alright, well, thank you for joining us for the first calculated battle that we showed you on here. If you have any questions, please leave them down in the comments. I will be more than happy to get back at you. And as always, please like, share, and subscribe. Generally speaking, it does take time to plan these hits. So if you want to see more of them, the attacks specifically, please also let me know down in the comments. Thank you, my friends, and take care.